Okay, y'all, let's go from day to night with this cute little two-piece situation. So there's actually a pair of matching shorts that goes with this, but I'm starting off the day real cute like with a pair of distressed white jeans with this nice shirt. My necklace is from J. Crew. If you want to buy this set, which you'll see the shorts in a few moments, we go to the night portion of this little short. You can get them from my Poshmark page. I'll have it linked down below, but I thought this was too cute. I have one extra small, one small, two mediums, and one large for anyone interested. But this is what we're working with. This to me is a perfect little daytime brunch with the girls situation. So what's up, everyone? It is your girl Gelbeauty. I'm here, aka Grace, and it's time for another black girl friendly versions of cult classic products. So this is basically where I put you on to all the black owned brands that's out here that have similar products to other products that are already on the markup that people look at as cult classics, quote unquote, because some of them are like newer things, but I know there are black owned brands who have made the same thing, so I want to put you on, girl, and let you know what time it is. So without further ado, let's get into it. However, if you're not subscribed, you should go ahead and subscribe if you like videos like this, if you like new makeup releases, if you like lots of new fragrance videos, if you love a good dupe moment, because that's basically all this is, and you should definitely check out the channel. Make sure you subscribe, and let's get into it now. So I first started this like I think a couple of years ago, and y'all told me y'all liked it. So whenever I get like a few little things together, I try to make sure I make one. I think I did one last year. I don't know if I've done one this year or not, but first one we're gonna start off with is these two palettes. So the Novel Cutie palettes, y'all know they were known for these cute little palettes for quite a long time. So I figured I would show you this one. This was the last one that I bought personally. I think it was this one and one other one, but I think these are the last ones they came out with. They have been doing that, like the single set with the monochromatic shades or whatever. Not monochromatic, but with just the shimmers in it or the pressed glitters and whatnot. So this is the Midnight palette. So when I first saw it, I was like, that's cute, that's nice, I like it. But then I was like, I already have this technically. When I have the Juvia's Place I Live, I Love Ice palette. The only thing about this one is there is a pressed glitter. So that was the thing that like kind of turned me off about this. But at the end of the day, they're both kind of blue palettes. If you want more of a pastel baby blue situation and you care about not having an outer V shade, then I feel like you would like the Juvia's Place one better. But as you can see, they're giving the same thing at the end of the day. Mainly monochromatic, because I feel like if you cover that up, you see more of the monochromaticness of it. Sorry, I got on nails, so I'm not used to this, but see, like when I come with that brown, you get a majority of the same shades. You only get a darker outer V shade and one matte. With this one, you get two mattes and shimmers, and as you can see, this is the pressed glitter. I'm not necessarily crazy about it, but she's there, I'm there, everyone's there, so whatever. But if you're looking for a cute little blue palette that's not that much, then definitely check out Juvia's Place, because they have some decent quality shadows at an affordable price, because y'all know they always have sales on their website. So hook it up, girl, hook it up. Next one I have to talk about. Now y'all know everybody was going crazy over Adept Cosmetics back in the day when this palette first came out. I ended up buying just about all of them from Ulta when they were still there, but since you can't really use these that much on camera anymore because they don't make this collection anymore, and then they what happened, they're with Makeup Revolution and they're not really doing anything with the brand last time I checked. But this is what she looks like. Again, it's just another monochromatic moment, but it seems like they bring a monochromatic moments back, because if y'all saw at least we had that whole Airbender collection that had a whole bunch of monochromatic palettes in it. But yeah, this is what she looks like. And then I thought about it. I was like, my Wealthy Chic palette from Colored Rain is pretty much identical to this. It's just more condensed, if you will. And since you can still get Colored Rain, even though I don't feel like people don't talk about them the way they used to. As you can see, the color stories are pretty similar. They give you actually a fun chartreuse shade as opposed to like a pastel shade. And I prefer the chartreuse one as opposed to the pastel in the palette. So I actually like the Colored Rain a little bit better, just because it's giving more, you know, of the chartreuse fun green shade, in addition to some other Kelly greens and the dark green for the outer V. So if you wanted a cute little smoky green palette, I feel like this would be the one for you. I just love the greens in this a little bit better. Plus you'd be supporting black owned business, and since you can't get that one anymore anyway, you might as well get the Colored Rain one. Their shadows are still good. It's just they're not as good as they used to be, in my personal opinion. But it's not like the Juicy Boost palette was, because I know a lot of people got turned off after Juicy Boost. It's better than the Juicy Boost quality, okay? Just so we're clear. I actually got some fragrances for today's video, so y'all, how about that? But onto this palette. So y'all know, unfortunately, the Surge palette has left Blend Bunny. I think she said something about the pigments that they didn't have to create this palette again. I know one of you all in Australia had told me that they had it on sale if anybody was interested in it a while ago, but This is what she looks like. As you can see, it's just a nice gradient of darker tones, lighter tones, pastels, and then the neons, which of course made me buy it because the neons on the bottom is what to me made this a unique and cool palette. However, y'all know I love me a good black on brand moment, and if you buy the Refresh Jamrock palette from Plan Makeup by Yolanda, I feel like it'll give you a similar color story. Now hers is more scattered, so it's not gonna be like the Blend Bunny one where it's like easier for you to come up with looks, but I still feel like they give a good amount of the same thing. And if you again want to support a cute black owned business, and Plan Makeup by Yolanda usually has pretty good sales. Sometimes she'll have 40 and 50% off her palettes. I feel like Blend Bunny doesn't really do that, and since they don't have this palette anymore anyway, it will give you a great opportunity to try a black on brand, because you know the pigmentation is going to be on point, because you know she's a woman of color and she knows how stuff doesn't necessarily work out for us as well as it does for other people. We have to put in a whole bunch of work. With hers, I felt like I didn't have to put in a whole bunch of work, so I would definitely recommend you trying them out. My favorite one is, I'm trying to remember, it's Jamrock something, because all of them are like Jamrock, but I forget the name of the Jamrock one I like is the deep toned one. I'm sure I'll think of it later and then be like, oh, but right now I can't. So if you wanted a alternative to the Surge palette from Blend Bunny, I definitely say check out the Refresh Jamrock palette from Plan Makeup by Yolanda. Girl, now let's get into these fragrances. I was so happy I found some black owned fragrance dupes for you, and the majority of them are for the what do you call it, the new collection that just came out from Kylie. So how about that? Is I think 3 of the Kylie dupes in here, black owned brands, have fragrances for, and then 1 is actually a Fleur dupe from a black owned brand. So I'm so excited to share those with you. Let's get this last one out the way though. So y'all know Orgasm is a staple classic when it comes to shimmery blushes. Everybody named mama has it. This is, I feel like, what they survive on a lot of times. So this is what she looks like if you've never seen her before. And if you bought Fresh Peach from the Fenty blush collection this summer, then it is the exact same shade. Honey, it is the exact same shade. As you can see, like, where is there a difference? Where? Now I feel like this one is a little bit more glittery than this one, but let's swatch her and see, because it's been a while, girl, so I genuinely do not remember. I'm so glad the neighbor finally stopped playing the music, because he's like blasting music. So my video where I did this eye look with the Longing palette from Blend Bunny, you might hear music in the background. I'm gonna try to edit out as much as I can as far as like me doing the actual eye look, since he was playing music for so long. But I was like, good Lord, I'm gonna need you to have him turn all that off, because he's doing way too much, and I can't even do it. I can't. I won't. I refuse. Now I feel like the Fenty one is pressed down a little bit harder, but you do have to remember that it is, you know, a baked product, and the one from Nars is not. So this is the Nars one, this is the Fenty one. As you can see, they are exactly the same. And the Fenty package is definitely giving, you don't have to worry about it having that soft matte finish to where it gets really sticky after a while. That's what I hate about Nars products, honestly. Like, if they didn't do that soft matte thing, I would like it more, but it's like, if I have it for a while and it starts getting sticky, like, I don't like that. So that's my issue with Nars. But otherwise, you know, they have quality products, but we know Fenty has quality products too, so it just depends on what you want. I feel like the Fenty one gives you a little bit more of a sheen and a little bit more pigmentation, but I feel like the Nars one is a little glittery. But at the end of the day, I have owned the Nars one a lot longer than I've owned the Fenty one, so that could just be the case and it not necessarily be that being the issue. But now let's get into the fragrances for real, girl. So I was so excited. I'm gonna show the one for Fleur first, and then we'll get into all the ones from the Kylie one, because there's literally only one Kylie one that I don't have a dupe for from a black owned brand. But all the other girls, they was like, we got this. I was like, you got this? And they was like, yeah. I was like, oh, okay, say less, honey, say less. Now one of them is a dupe that I wasn't necessarily crazy about the black owned fragrance from, but I'm not crazy about the Kylie one either. So that one's just like to benefit you all. Okay, so I have these two right here. So I have Soft Spot. If you all remember, I told you to joke about why I asked Fleur to send me a sample of Vanilla Skin when they finally came out with a perfume version, and I told them just drop it in the box of my Soft Spot. So Soft Spot is basically one of those Your Skin but better fragrances. I absolutely love this. It smells amazing. It lasts on the skin a decent amount of time too, and I really liked the way it smelled. But when I was smelling it, I was like, ho 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 ho, because I was like, this smells like something I already own. Y'all know I'm always in the video like, this smells like something I already own. So it did. And what it reminded me of was, you remind me from Forever Mood with our girl Jackie Aina. So it definitely gives the same smell of that. It's just Jackie's has a little bit more fruitiness to it, whereas the one from Fleur is more florally. So if you want a more florally version of You Remind Me, then you would like Soft Spot. I prefer the more fruity and floral combination that Jackie came up with. So I like You Remind Me a tad bit better. And this lasts on the skin a really long time for me. I heard some people saying it didn't last that long. I don't overspray as a general rule, because I try to keep in mind for people like my bestie here on YouTube, Dionluvsmakeup, that some people are sensitive to scents and you might have to hug them or be near them and around them, and you don't want their allergies acting up because of the perfume you put on. So I usually do like 2 sprays of this in all the places I spray perfume, and then it lasts on me all day, and then it lasts on my clothes a long time as well. So if you were looking to support a black-owned fragrance brand, your girl Jackie Aina got you covered, and you don't have to buy Soft Spot from Fleur, because their full-size one is 100. Jackie's is only 79, so you can save yourself a little bit of coin. You save yourself 20 bucks right there, girl, buying the one from Jackie Aina. And she might have coupon codes out there. I don't know. I know Fleur has a coupon code where you can get, I think it's 15% off when you use the code Top Note, but I like this one because it has a little more fruitiness along with the floraliness. Like I said, if you're more of a florals girl, then I feel like you'll like this one a little bit better. But I just wanted to show you that you had options for your skin but better fragrances. I was thinking about doing a video on my Your Skin But Better fragrance collection. I only have 5 though, so it won't be too long. But you can comment down below and tell me if you're interested. So on to the next one. So we're going to start off with Marrakesh in a bottle from Kayali's Vacation in a Bottle miniature set. So when I first smelled this, I was like, I wasn't necessarily too crazy about it, because I was expecting it to be more orange since it says orange blossom, and I feel like I smell more florally than anything else. Hopefully notes are popping up over here like they're supposed to, but I was like, yeah. But then I smelled it again, I was like, wait, this smells like something I already own. So when I truly got into the scent of it, now, I feel like this is a little bit more spicy than what we're about to talk about. The other one has way more floral and spiciness, but I definitely felt like it was giving dupes of Miss Fenty's perfume. So it gives me the same vibe as the Fenty perfume, the Marrakesh one, but the Marrakesh one has more spices to it. But I believe, if I'm correct, that this one has saffron in it, so that might be why it has more, you know, like spice to it, if you will. But I feel like they have a lot of the same notes with like the bergamot and all that type of stuff. And the Fenty one just, I feel like it's a little bit sweeter as well. Like you get more spice and orange when you use the Marrakesh one, but you get a little bit more sweetness and floral when you use the one from Fenty. So it all depends on what you want. And you don't have to buy this big ass bottle anymore. You can buy a smaller one or a travel size now, which I'm happy about. I wish you had did that sooner like other brands were doing, instead of trying to force you to buy this one. But I bought mine on sale because I was like, full price, I just can't do for this, especially since I haven't smelled it and I don't know too much of anything about it. But once I went in store and smelled it, I was like, okay, it's nice enough for me to get the full size. Thank goodness it was in store, or else I'd have had to wait quite a long time to get this, and y'all wouldn't have got this dupe because I might not have had it yet. But yeah, if you want a synopsis of like all the fragrances in this one, I did a video on it over here if you're interested. But yeah, these two are interchangeable. Just keep in mind that this is going to have a little bit more citrusiness in it and more spice, whereas Rihanna's is a little more sweet and a little more floral. You can still smell the floral in this, but I can definitely smell the spice in it as well. So that's just something to keep in mind depending on what your fragrance preferences are. So we're going to move on to the next one. That would be Miss Capri in a Bottle. Cute little lemon moment. Y'all know I was excited about this one. And it's funny because at the beginning of the video when I smelled it, I was wondering if it was going to be similar to Hard to Get from Forever Mood before I sprayed it, when I gave y'all my haul video on all the fragrances I had purchased. And sure enough, I was right, because once I sprayed it on it dried down. This does give a little bit more citrus than Hard to Get from Forever Mood, but again, pretty spot on. They're both giving like that sweet cake like lemon artificial scent, if you will, as opposed to like a true citrusy lemon like Underneath the Lemon Tree from Replica, or like Lemon Island from Atelier Cologne, I believe is how you say it. Both of those will give more of like a true citrus lemon, whereas I feel like these give more like a sweet artificial like cake lemon type scent. So if you like a more cake lemon type scent, then I feel like you would go for either one of these. Again, you'd probably go for a Hard to Get from Jackie Aina, just because you don't have to buy a whole set to smell it. But if you were interested in a whole set, so I'm going to give you 3 ideas of what the scent smell like, and to give you an idea if you want it or not. The other one is just a sweet banana scent. Maui, I'll try to pop up the notes right here. It gives more of a sweet banana-ish type scent with a little bit of pear to it. Again, you can watch the video for more info on it. I just wanted to mention it since I'm doing 3 of the 4. I forgot to tell you about the last one that's not in this video.
On to the last one, girls. So the last one is Miss Maldives in a bottle. So this has a lot of lang lang in it and some other notes. I think coconut milk and things like that. And when I smelled it at first, I was like, it reminds me of a couple of other things in my collection. And does remind me of a couple of other things in my collection. But the one we're going to talk about here that's more of a black girl friendly version to Maldives is L'amour from Brown Girl Jane. Y'all know I done talked about Brown Girl Jane forever. I love me a Brown Girl Jane moment. Brown Girl Jane Carnival that they came out with this summer is amazing. I have used it about 3 or 4 times this spring and summer so far, and summer just getting rolled off good. But yeah, I love me a Brown Girl Jane moment. I hope they bring the rest of the fragrances to Sephora so I can gladly pick them up and throw them in the basket. Thank you. But back to this. So this definitely reminds me of this. Now I feel like this one might be a little sweeter than this one. L'amour gives a more like fruity effect to it, but they do have a really similar smell to them. Do that again. Yeah, I feel like the lang lang in this is a little bit stronger, but that could be because there's rosemary in this, and that's what's bringing out more of the lang lang in there than in here. Because I smell the lang lang in here, but I feel like it's more. Hopefully I have the notes popping up on the Brown Girl Jane, because I'm not 100% sure about the lang lang in this, but I know they give a similar scent to me for sure. So if you were interested in trying out Brown Girl Jane, then you might want to try this one out, especially if you think you'll like Maldives in a bottle. Like L'amour from Brown Girl Jane is pretty similar in my personal opinion. So those are all the things I had to talk to you about in today's video. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Remember, you all are diamonds. Comment down below and tell me if you tried the Kayali set and what you thought of it, because I know some of y'all told me in that video you weren't necessarily crazy about it. I know Fly After 50 said she was taking hers back. I was like, oh girl, I'm so sorry you didn't like it, because I like just about everything in here. The only one I'm not crazy about is the last one I showed you, Maldives. So that makes sense why I don't like L'amour that much either. Those just aren't necessarily my types of scent, like the fresh florals, earthy type tones. That's just not my vibe. I'm more of a sweet gourmand girl. I'll occasionally do a fruity floral and like a fresh floral, if you will. But as a general rule, I'm a warm and sweet gourmand girl. So just in case anybody cared. Anyway, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Remember, y'all in diamonds. Make sure you subscribe. My membership is down below if you're interested, where we go over more fragrance and luxury items like candles and things like that. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. So be blessed, girl. Bye. Go check out my Mercier page, y'all. I just added a whole bunch of new stuff on there for anyone who's interested in purchasing some of the things you've seen before. I also do clothes as well, so if you're interested, go ahead and check it out. I need to upload some more stuff.